I'm joined virtually by Rudie Heyneke from Outa. Rudie, thank you so much for your time. You heard there from the DA's chief whip, basically saying, even though the president mentioned that over 160 people who have been implicated in state capture have made appearances in court, the president saying government recovered 2.9 billion stolen through state capture. We all know that that's really a drop in the ocean. Your reaction to the president's address tonight?
Yes, I think there's a lot of things that the president said tonight that, like the previous speaker said, it's just a repeat of what we have seen and what we have heard, at the State Capture Commission and in the report. There are a few things that I must highlight that we are very happy about, and that is, for example, the appointment of boards of the SOE that will be monitored by independent people. That is a welcome relief, because we know what happened in the state capture years with the boards of SOEs being involved in procurement processes and huge decision makings. And then also one thing that's quite disappointing is, and I think the previous speaker alluded to that, is the action of the president himself against people that were implicated in state capture. In the report, findings made by the Chief Justice, recommendations made by the Chief Justice, and I think this is definitely putting party before country.
What would you have liked to hear from the president? There was speculation beforehand about what exactly the president would be speaking about. Many were hoping that it would be about the power crisis that so many South Africans, all South Africans, are struggling with, or the water crisis that some in the economic hub of Gauteng are struggling with. But when he started speaking, it was evident this was about state capture. What would you have liked to hear from the president tonight?
With regards to state capture, we would have liked to hear that the president make, definite, specific announcements. We know that the ID is there's people in front of court, a few cases that has been brought to court. We also know that the investigations are going on. The SIU is making progress in their investigations. But we would have liked to hear to say that, listen, we will capacitate the law enforcement agencies more so that they can do more. And we must also remember that it is not all.
I suppose would be an issue as well.
Yes, of course. And I think, with more capacity, more funds to their disposal, things can go faster. But there's one thing that we must remember, and that is the role of us, the citizens, and the professional bodies, people not in government, people not in, employed by the state, that we should also, take our stance seriously and our actions more seriously. And for the regulatory bodies, the professional oversight bodies, it is important that they take action. They've been timid and been very slow to react on reports and complaints. So we hope that these actions will take, that actions will be faster in future when complaints are laid, especially against professionals like the president alluded to, law auditors and the likes.
We hear from analysts all the time that South Africans, especially young South Africans, have lost trust in the political realm, in our political leaders and in government. Would you say this treading of water is what the DA chief whip would have called this? The president buying time is what she called it ahead of the ANC elective conference coming up in December. This briefing would have been a lost opportunity to try and buy back some of that trust lost from the public.
Yes, I think that, there's a lot of trust issues with the current government. And the president could have used this opportunity to allude to that as well. He made it very clear that tonight will be all about the state capture report, but at the end of the day, it was quite disappointing. Just to give us a recap of what the Chief Justice already said in his reports. With regards to the youth of this country, I think that if you look at statistics, we can see that a lot of youth, a lot of young people, they do not vote. They do not go to the voting stations on voting day. And that is a big concern. We need to get the youth involved and to make clear decisions, but we also need clear leadership in that regard.